He's really rebounded well all year for us. He's I think he is getting better at putting on the floor, which he showed today. He's a really good player. Again, I like our group. It's just unfortunate that Jesse went down when we were in that 4-game winning streak. I think that would have made a big difference with our team.
We're going to go to the back of the room.
Coach, how much of a confidence boost is this for the team going up against Duke? And also, if you can comment on what's probably your last matchup with Coach K.
Well, we're ready. You know, they've handled us both times with no problem. We haven't been in the game with them. They're particularly difficult for us because of the big guy. They throw it over the top to him. You know, Banchero's really good in the middle, and they've got great shooters. So they're a difficult matchup, really difficult matchup for us in our zone. We're going to have to play better offensively than we did in the 2 games with them to be in the game. But they're a very difficult matchup, and, it is what it is. We've played everybody in the league tough, or either beaten all the other teams in the league or lost by 1. They're the one team we haven't been able to play against. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
We'll go back to the right side.
Jim, early in the first half, there appeared to be a play where a buddy caught a Florida State player in the midsection.
I saw the play. The kid pushed him twice, and he swung around and hit him. And I think it was inadvertent, but that's okay. I just watched the play. For what? No, I don't think he hit. He just swung around, and it was contact. The kid pushed him twice. You can't just let people push you around.
You go front right.
It wasn't much of a. It wasn't a. It was like.
Coach, I'm watching it right here. It's on ESPN, and it's being shared all over social media. He punched him in his stomach. It wasn't inadvertent. It would have been a
whatever you
foul.
say. Whatever you say. Well, good. You say it. I just gave you my version of what I saw. Okay?
We go to our next question.
Can we disagree? So do I have to? I don't have to agree with you, right? Oh, okay. No, absolutely. Nobody ever does in this room. Nobody in this room ever does. That's okay.
We're going to go to our next question here in the middle of the room.
This one's for Cole and Joe from the sidelines. Couldn't help but notice how much you guys were smiling, really having fun on the court. As far as all the games this season, where does this one rank as far as playing as a team and how much fun you guys had playing in this one?
Yeah, today was great. Obviously, we've lost a lot of close games. We've been in a lot of battles this year where we feel like we kind of gave the game away, and especially for me, it was great to go out there and just kind of play like that as a team. Frank played great today. Cy played great today. Buddy, Jimmy, Joe. It was a full team effort, and we're really happy that we were able to come away with a win and just keep ourselves alive and play another game.
Can't tell you how important Cy is. We didn't have him in North Carolina and Miami, and the pressure hurt us in both games, and he relieves that pressure, gives us another ball handler. I didn't really want to go that small, but the small lineup worked. It has worked for us at times this year, and it worked today.
We're going to go back to the middle of the room here.
This question's for Cole. Is there anything Florida State did defensively that helped you score 20 points in the first half?
They come off of shooters sometimes. They really focus on gap defense, helping in the gap, and they got a couple steals on us in both matchups before doing that. So Florida State, North Carolina, they do it as well. So we emphasize in practice all the time moving without the ball and making sure we get to the open spots. And then I think I was able to get on the offensive glass, get a couple easy ones, and as a shooter, once you see the ball go through, it's your eyes widen up. So it was definitely good. But these guys found me. Cy did a great job getting everybody involved, and it was a great game.
We're going to go back to the right side of the room here. Yep. To the right. The blue shirt on. Yep, right. The lady with the blue shirt on, right here, where you were. Yep, right here. Raise your hand for me. There we go, right here.
Cole, you had 13 rebounds today, and you rebounded a little bit at Villanova, but you've really picked up your rebounding game this year. What is it about how pursuing the ball this year? How have you been able to do that as well as you have?
Yeah, in the zone, I mean, it's all about reading the ball off the rim and going and getting it. At Villanova, I was on the perimeter a lot, going out and tag. They call it tagging on the perimeter, making sure you get your guy, and that leads to Jeremiah Robinson-Earl getting like 15 rebounds a game. So I think just coaches put a lot of emphasis on me and Jimmy rebounding because it's hard to rebound from the center spot sometimes. So it's just a conscious effort.
And I think that Cole has rebounded all year. He's fought in there. Early in this game, he missed one. I thought he should have gotten. We talked about it, and I thought from then on in he really was better. And I can't understand. I can't explain Frank. I don't know what with him because he's disappeared. He played Virginia Tech, and he's really basically been AWOL ever since the Virginia Tech game. And tonight he's active and rebounding, and I can't place any understanding on what that's about, what that is. Maybe he's just young and he's just not there yet. I don't know.
We're going to go to the front.
Coach, I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but specifically with guarding Mark Williams, what did you learn through the first two games that you can use in this next one?
He's good. He hurts you on defense, and he hurts us on offense because he's right at the basket. And we're going to play these other guys, and you have to get up on Bencaro in the lane or whoever's in the lane, and he's right there underneath, and you can't get back to get him. They throw the lob pass to him extremely well. And, he hurts you on both ends. Excuse me.
We're going to go to the front right.
This is for Joe and Cole. Just to come here to the Barclays Center, put up 96 against Florida State. How fun was this for you? It seemed like you guys were genuinely just having a good time out there, especially towards the end.
Joseph, can you start us off with that one first?
Winning's always fun.
I think Coach kind of just hit it on the nail. Whenever you're winning, you're usually smiling, having a positive attitude. And I think, like they said, we kind of ended this regular season on a note we didn't like. And we came into the practice, the next few days preparing for this just like we did any other game, staying positive and working hard. So I think just staying positive when you're in practice and, having confidence is a big thing. And like Cole said, when you see the ball going early, it draws a lot of confidence not only for yourself but for the rest of your team. And guys feed off that.
I think one thing with Joe, I think he's off the ball. When he's off the ball, he's I think more dangerous because he's not worrying about making plays. He's just worrying about getting his opportunity to score, and he still makes plays out of that. But I think he's really good when he's in that position. This year we have somebody at that position, but next year is different.
We're going to go to the middle of the room here.
Coach, I was just wondering if you had any update on John Bull after his injury in the
It
second half.
didn't look good, but did you see it?
I mean, he just kind of jumped, and I think it was.
I don't know. It didn't look that good. It's his bad knee, and he's had some pain in it. So
I guess how impactful could that be tomorrow, especially considering the effectiveness he had in the last Duke game?
John's has helped us when he's been in there, but if he's not able to go, it hurts. We'd have to go small, which is not ideal against Duke.
We're going to go to Mike here on the side.
For Joe, aside from being able to move off the ball, why else was that small lineup so effective today?
I mean, Florida State went pretty small too at times, and it allowed us to get some, matchups on the offensive end that we kind of liked. Whether it was Cole, Buddy, myself, Samir, Jimmy. So it allows us to kind of just go out there and make plays for each other. And like Cole said, they kind of come off as shooters at times, and if you can get into the paint and make some plays, it makes the job a lot easier for the rest of us.
It's hard to beat a team like Florida State like that. We played exceptionally well today, and when they did get some open shots, they didn't make them. So, it just kind of snowballed.
We're going to go to the back left of the room.
Hey, this question's for Cole or Joe. Congrats on the win. The clip of Buddy is really circulating on Twitter. I'm wondering if you guys have seen it. There's a clear consensus that it was purposeful. I was wondering if you guys have any sort of defense for his character or this being uncharacteristic for him to defend this wasn't.
I could probably tell you that it probably wasn't on purpose, just knowing the way Buddy is. He's never been, really an aggressive kid, if you want to say it like that, in terms of, hitting anybody or fighting anybody. So, I mean, if I had a bet, I haven't seen it yet. I didn't see it even during the game, and nobody really made ruckus about it because I don't think it was that big of a deal. But like I said, I haven't really seen it, and I know Buddy as a kid, and he wouldn't hurt a fly, I guess you could say.
He got pushed and he shouldn't have done it, but he did. He swung around. And contact was made. If the referee had seen it, it'd been a flagrant one. That'd been it.
Yeah, I think Buddy's probably the nicest kid on the team. Anyone would say that. Everyone loves being around Buddy, his classmates, his teammates. Anyone who comes in contact with Buddy treats him like family members, and I don't know, that question kind of hurts just because how good of a teammate he is to us, who he is as a person, and how he treats everybody around him. So his character will never be in question with us, even if it was purposeful.
Time for 1 or 2 more questions. We're going to go to the front right.
Joe and Cole, this is for you guys. Obviously, the Duke matchup is a big one with the team that they have, but obviously the significance of Coach K's last tournament. How do you, as players, approach such a significant game that has a lot of outside noise and outside implications, and kind of focus and stay in the moment?
I mean, you just play your game. Not to really talk about another team, but I think, last week we saw what North Carolina did when there was all that hype around their game. So we're just kind of going in, taking it day by day. And, this is the ACC tournament. Anything can happen. We know that, and we're staying positive just like we did coming into today. And not to say it's just like another game, but we know it's do or die at this point. But we're still just taking it day by day and making sure that, we're going into this game positive and confident and just going to play the way we do.
Yeah, obviously, Coach K has had an amazing career and everything like that, but we're focused on us. We're focused on our team. We're focused on trying to get the win tomorrow, and that's it.
And our last question will come from Dan on the front left.
Joe, just what you can say about when you're out there with Cy, how you play off each other, and how that could be a positive moving forward into Duke. And Cole, just what you can say about the environment of this team and what you've taken this year.
Yes, I came in and did a great job, like these guys both said. He came in and facilitated, found guys, not even myself, but like Coach said, it kind of allows me to pick my spots a little bit easier because I'm not trying to set up as many guys, but at the same time, it's allowing me to go make plays because when I go look for my stuff, sometimes it draws attention from others and gives these guys open shots or someone down low. So he does a great job of coming in and facilitating. He's a good defender as well. He's active, and he just brings a lot of energy for our team.
Yeah, the environment with this team has been amazing. Coach sets a culture that's unlike any other. These guys, Joe, Jimmy, Buddy, Jesse, all these guys on the team have been nothing but first class to me, my family, and everything in between. So I think this is the highest character group guys I've ever been around, and I've just been blessed to be here.
These guys have done a great job. This team has hung in there all year. We've had some tremendous adversity from the beginning of the year through the end. We played really well on the road at Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a tough place to play. I think they beat Kentucky. They're Duke's, I think, the only team that beat them there. We played great at North Carolina. They turned around and beat Duke on Saturday. This team has played great home and on the road. Usually when you have a bad record, you get get blown out on the road a little bit. This team has just really hung in there in spite of late game situations where we just didn't handle the ball the way you have to in 3 games. And it cost us 3 games, as simple as that. We played more than well enough to win all 3 games that we lost. We were ahead most of the way. And we didn't handle the ball in late game situations, and that's just something that, you think back on and you're disappointed. If we'd gone to North Carolina and got beat by 12 or Notre Dame got beat by 15, then you'd have a different feel. But the way they played in those games and at Virginia Tech and at Wake Forest, it wasn't like we were struggling the whole game or behind a lot. We were ahead most of those games, and certainly you still have to finish the game, and we didn't. But I'm really proud of what they've done, how they played, and how they've hung together. These are crushing losses that we've had, and it'd be very easy to let that get to you, and they haven't done that. On the other hand, we've got a tremendous challenge tomorrow. Duke, I think, is a great team. They're particularly good against our defense, and we're just going to have to try to see if we can make some adjustments and try to play a little better tomorrow.
Perfect. Thanks so much, guys. Congrats on the win.